So the last few winters, I've been really worried that my facial eczema would reappear, and it hasn't. Um, and I've been doing a lot for my skin, and it's kind of a long story about how I got here. But I wanted to tell my story because I feel like at this point, I kind of have things under control with my skin, and I want to explain sort of how I got here. So, I always had skin issues, especially dry skin, sensitive skin, eczema when I was a kid. I had it sort of on my inside my arms and the back of my knees. And I went to a lot of dermatologists and got creams and medications. And, when I became older and I went to college, stress was really a big trigger for it. And it started appearing on my face, which is not something you want when you're in college. So it would appear mostly around my eyes, and I would try different brands of skin creams and moisturizing creams and everything that was sold on the market and promised that it would make my skin softer and smoother and more moisturized. And it just got worse. It just burned and it was irritated. And this went on for years. It would start in the fall and it would go all through winter. And finally, I got a little bit of relief in the spring and summer. Well, after a while of dealing with this, clean skincare started coming out. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try just really clean skincare, and that's going to be the thing that makes a difference. And spent a lot of money at a lot of different stores with a lot of different brands. And um, one day I was particularly aggravated because nothing was helping. Everything hurt. And you might not have a similar situation, or maybe you do, with your skincare, with your treatment. But what I decided at that point was that I needed to stop. I needed to stop everything that I was putting on my skin. Nothing from the dermatologist, no medications, nothing from Sephora, nothing. Just end the crisis, because it was too painful. And so it was, I just kind of suffered with it, and trying to put makeup on was just impossible. Because it was just you can see the dry, irritated skin underneath it. Um, One evening, I was particularly frustrated, and I started going online and doing some research about what kind of ingredients are good for skin and what kind of natural ingredients are good for skin. And I found that avocado oil, actually, there had been studies done, and I had a little bit of background in reading these kinds of studies. So I took a look at this, and it was really impressive. And I thought, I have avocado oil. I have it in my kitchen. So I was a little embarrassed, kind of snuck downstairs, put a little bit in a pretty little sort of dropper, and started using that on my skin. And it felt so good. It was amazing. And my skin really responded to it. And, cut to talking to Christy, who's my coworker, and we were talking about skincare and clean skincare and kind of wanting to do something different. We were both sort of at, really stressful jobs, high pressure jobs, both had personal stuff going on that was really making us stressed out, and thinking about this avocado oil. And she tried it on her skin. She's got very different skin than I do. No, none of those sensitivities, none of those, not dry, actually the opposite. And she felt like it made a big difference for her skin too. So that's really, how we started with Voila. We started making a formulation was that included avocado oil as its main ingredient, but added also other plant oils that we knew would kind of balance the avocado oil. So that it would be good for all skin types, and so it wouldn't clog pores. And I started using it every day, twice a day. And it, even though it made a difference immediately, there was always the concern that, oh, it's going to come back. The irritation is going to come back, the dryness is going to come back, and it hasn't. In hindsight, it makes sense. We nourish our bodies to kind of build immunity, improve our health, prolong our sort of youthfulness. So, why wouldn't applying these same nutrients to our skin make a difference? And, there are a lot of face oils out there. Voila is special. It has an amazing combination of ingredients. It also has really high quality ingredients, and there's nothing else. There's plant oils. That's all that's in it. You're not going to get anything else that's going to irritate your skin. it's just a lovely product to use. And the more you use it, the more you're going to love the way your skin looks.